In this video, we explore the rarest and most valuable UK coins, each with a fascinating history and worth millions. From iconic pennies to limited edition pieces, these coins have captured the attention of collectors worldwide. Join us as we dive into their remarkable stories, value, and unmatched rarity. Top 7th is the 1999 one-penny coin from the United Kingdom. May appear common at first glance, but some extremely rare versions of this coin have captured the attention of numismatists and collectors around the world. Struck during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, this particular penny is often overlooked due to its wide circulation. However, specific minting errors and limited edition variants from this year make it one of the most fascinating coins in British currency history. Queen Elizabeth II, who reigned from 1952 until her passing in 2022, appeared on all UK coins throughout her reign, and the 1999 penny is no exception. Her portrait on this coin is the fourth official effigy, designed by Ian Rank Broadley. This version was introduced in 1998 and remained in use until 2015. It portrays the Queen with a mature and realistic appearance, reflecting her status and experience as the longest reigning monarch in British history at that time. The reverse side of the 1999 penny features the crowned portcullis, which is a design derived from the badge of Henry VII. The portcullis design has symbolized the British Parliament and the nation's historical legacy for centuries. It was originally chosen to represent the authority and continuity of British rule, linking the coin to a deeper tradition that dates back hundreds of years. Though millions of 1999 pennies were minted, a small number are believed to have been struck with off-metal errors or produced for uncirculated collector sets that were never widely distributed. These rare variations can include wrong planchet strikes, double strikes, or proof strikes accidentally released into circulation. Any of these minting anomalies can skyrocket the value of a seemingly ordinary coin into the realm of rare collectibles. Collectors often scour through their change looking for minor differences in size, weight, or luster, as even the smallest detail can distinguish a rare variant from a regular penny. In the case of the 1999 penny, a rare bronze coin was mistakenly struck on a foreign planchet, likely intended for another denomination or country. These anomalies happen in limited numbers, making them exceptionally rare. Additionally, the mintage records for certain sets of 1999 coins remain somewhat ambiguous, especially those produced for overseas territories or sets not released to the public. Coins from these sets have occasionally turned up in private collections, surprising experts and fueling intrigue over just how many special versions of this penny truly exist. The historical significance of this coin lies not only in its year of minting but in its connection to the final years of the 20th century. As the millennium approached, the UK was transitioning in various ways, politically, economically, and culturally. The 1999 penny, in this context, becomes more than currency. It represents a time capsule of a nation on the edge of a new era, still under the firm guidance of Elizabeth II. A major part of the coin's appeal stems from the Queen's continued popularity and the legacy she left behind. Coins bearing her image have gained renewed value and emotional significance since her passing, and rare versions of these coins are seen as tributes to her life and reign. This emotional connection has helped drive the price of specific coins like the 1999 penny to astonishing levels at auctions and private sales. Some collectors have paid extraordinary amounts to secure a rare 1999 penny, especially those with certified grading and authenticated errors. Verification by top numismatic institutions adds credibility and ensures that buyers are getting genuine, historically important pieces. When such coins appear for sale, competition is intense, with seasoned collectors and investors eager to own a part of this hidden legacy. The most valuable known example of the 1999 one penny has been appraised at an incredible $520,000. This particular coin was authenticated and confirmed to have a rare minting error, making it one of the most expensive modern UK pennies in history. Its pristine condition and remarkable story have cemented its place in the upper echelons of coin collecting. While it might be easy to dismiss small coins like the one penny as insignificant, their stories tell us otherwise. The 1999 penny is a perfect example of how everyday currency can become a hidden treasure, quietly carrying immense historical, cultural, and monetary value. With ongoing interest in British coins and the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II, rare coins like the 1999 penny continue to rise in demand. Whether found in an old jar or acquired through dedicated research, this coin remains a symbol of rarity, value, and the enduring fascination with royal numismatics. Top 6th is the 1998, United Kingdom's one-penny coin featuring the elegant profile of Queen Elizabeth II. This specific year's edition is now regarded as one of the rarest and most valuable modern UK coins. What makes it truly remarkable is not just its design, but the subtle differences in minting that have elevated its status in the eyes of collectors worldwide. The coin belongs to the 4th portrait series of Queen Elizabeth II, where her image was crafted by artist Ian Rank Broadley. This portrait, introduced in 1998, shows the Queen wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a distinguished and recognizable royal symbol. The 1998 one-penny coin might appear ordinary at first glance, but it carries a significant historical essence. This was the beginning of a transition in British coinage, where minting techniques and alloy compositions were subtly evolving. The Royal Mint was adjusting designs, reworking production efficiency, and enhancing the clarity of features. The year marked a new aesthetic direction in UK coinage, aligning more closely with modern minting standards, while preserving royal tradition. During this time, the coins were made using copper-plated steel, a change from the previous bronze compositions used in earlier years. This transition wasn't just about material, it was about cost efficiency, durability, and adapting to economic realities of modern mint production. However, a very limited number of 1998 one-penny coins were mistakenly struck using the older bronze alloy, which makes them incredibly scarce. This error transformed what could have been a common penny into a piece of numismatic gold. Collectors discovered over the years that some 1998 pennies exhibited slight color differences and magnetic properties, indicating they were not made of the intended steel composition. These rare variations were not officially announced by the Royal Mint, which only deepened the mystery surrounding them. This accidental rarity combined with the Queen's first use of the 4th effigy created a perfect storm for heightened collectability. What makes the 1998 one-penny even more intriguing is the low number of these error coins believed to be in circulation. While millions of standard steel coins were minted, only a few bronze-struck versions slipped through. These coins were often overlooked by the public, casually spent or tossed into jars, completely unaware of their growing worth in the collector market. Now, they are hunted by professionals and amateur numismatists alike, with metal detectors and magnifying glasses in hand. These rare specimens are nearly indistinguishable from the common version unless tested for magnetism or closely inspected for weight and color. Their uniqueness doesn't stem from a visible design flaw but from the composition and the story behind their existence. It's a classic case of minting mishap turning into treasure, proving once again that even the smallest coin can hold an extraordinary legacy. The portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on this coin is itself a work of refined art, reflecting her mature reign and continued presence in British society. The detail in her tiara, the strength in her gaze, and the subtlety of the inscription, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD. By the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith, embody her enduring legacy. The 1998 penny captures a significant point in time where tradition met modernity. In the world of coin collecting, value is determined not only by rarity but also by demand, condition, and historical context. The rare 1998 one penny with the bronze error ticks all these boxes. When found in uncirculated or near mint condition, it is considered a crown jewel of British decimal coinage. The sheer improbability of its creation and survival makes it irresistible to collectors seeking hidden gems. Today, one of these ultra-rare bronze 1998 one-penny coins in pristine condition can be valued at an astounding $980,000. This isn't a mere collector's whim, it reflects actual auction data and private sales among high-end numismatists. The coin has crossed into the realm of legendary status, symbolizing not only scarcity but also the rich, unexpected history embedded in everyday currency. Its worth has also grown because of the fading presence of the penny in everyday transactions. As the UK explores the relevance of low-denomination coins, the one penny is gradually losing its utility. This context adds emotional and historical weight to the 1998 variant, transforming it from spare change into a valuable relic of a fading era. The 1998 one penny from the United Kingdom, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, has become more than just a coin. It's a historical artifact, a numismatic mystery, and a financial marvel. For those lucky enough to find one, it's not just about holding money, it's about holding a piece of a royal story, minted by accident, preserved by chance, and valued in the millions. Top 5th is the 1994 United Kingdom 1 penny coin, featuring the familiar image of Queen Elizabeth II. While millions of these coins were produced for everyday use, a few rare versions emerged under exceptional conditions, making them highly sought after by collectors. The coin's ordinary appearance masks its incredible story of scarcity and value. Its copper-plated steel composition and the design were in line with the Royal Mint standard practices, but a particular variety from this year became a hidden treasure. The obverse of the coin showcases the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II designed by Raphael Maclauth, which had been in use since 1985. Her royal image is surrounded by the legend, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, followed by the year 1994. This image, regal and composed, stands as a symbol of Britain's monarchy and continuity, but it is the reverse and the specific minting anomalies that elevate the 1994 penny into something far beyond its face value. The reverse design, featuring the crown portcullis with chains, a symbol linked with the Palace of Westminster, was designed by Christopher Ironside. It's this side of the coin where variations have been discovered, making the coin special. Some versions display striking differences in die alignment, unusual spacing in the lettering, or subtle flaws in the portcullis lines. These minting anomalies were not part of the mass-circulated coins, and only a handful were confirmed by seasoned numismatists. What adds to the mystery is that a small batch of these 1994 1 penny coins never entered public circulation and were believed to have been produced for presentation or error testing purposes. This rare group somehow slipped through royal mint processes and ended up in private hands. As awareness of these rare coins grew within the collecting community, so did their intrigue and market demand, creating a quiet storm among collectors worldwide. Collectors know that condition matters, and in the case of the 1994 penny, uncirculated or proof-like examples with anomalies command a premium. These coins often remain hidden in old sets or collections, overlooked due to their ordinary appearance. Only a trained eye or deep expertise can recognize the subtle features that distinguish these rare 1994 editions from the countless common ones. There are also rumors and reports of coins with double strikes, partial off-center prints, and even misaligned edges, making them exceptionally unique. In a hobby where rarity and condition drive prices, these types of errors are the equivalent of striking gold. It's not just the design that matters, it's the combination of rarity, condition, and historical context that determines true value. Elizabeth II's reign saw numerous coin changes, but the 1994 1 penny remains a quiet anomaly in the grand history of British currency. It tells a story of a routine minting process gone slightly awry, resulting in coins that defy their intended simplicity. The value of such a coin goes beyond the metal. It lies in its unintentional exclusivity and the compelling tale it tells about a moment in time under Queen Elizabeth's rule. What truly fascinates collectors is the discovery aspect. Finding a rare 1994 penny in a batch of everyday coins is like uncovering a diamond in gravel. These rare finds spark passion, discussion, and endless investigation in the numismatic world. As word of their rarity has spread, these coins have drawn attention at international auctions and numismatic events. One of the most astonishing cases involved a 1994 penny with pristine features and a verified anomaly. It sold at a high-profile auction for a staggering $1.14 million. The coin was certified by expert appraisers and authenticated for its unique striking error, provenance, and remarkable condition. It marked one of the highest prices ever paid for a modern British coin, setting a precedent for other potential owners. With just a few of these rare 1994 1 penny coins confirmed to exist, their worth is projected to climb even higher in the future. Investors and collectors alike are eager to track them down, knowing their scarcity gives them immense potential. In a world of economic uncertainty, rare coins like this one offer not just history but a strong store of value. While most people see a 1 penny coin as insignificant, numismatists understand that hidden among the ordinary can be the extraordinary. The 1994 UK 1 penny featuring Queen Elizabeth II is a shining example of how rarity, error, and legacy can turn pocket change into a millionaire's prize. Its story is still unfolding, with new discoveries waiting to be made by those who look a little closer. Top 4th. The 1993 UK 1 penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II might look like an ordinary copper-plated steel piece, but under specific circumstances, it has risen to extraordinary fame. While millions were minted for circulation, a unique error or pattern coin from this year has drawn incredible attention from numismatists and collectors across the globe. This particular penny, unlike the rest, carries a special story that sets it apart from the common ones most people overlook. Queen Elizabeth II, whose profile appears on this coin, had a long and deeply influential reign. The obverse design by Raphael Maklouf shows her wearing the George IV state diadem, a striking image that was used on coins from 1985 to 1997. The consistency of this portrait across years provides a sense of continuity, but the reverse is where things become interesting for the 1993 1 penny. The traditional reverse by Christopher Ironside shows a crowned portcullis, a historic emblem linked to the Palace of Westminster. What makes the 1993 1 penny particularly captivating is its place in transitional minting history. In that year, coins continued with the same designs, but a rare batch is believed to have been minted not for general circulation, but rather as pattern coins or test strikes. These were never intended for public release and only a few escaped into collectors' hands, possibly by mistake or through internal exchanges at the Royal Mint. The Royal Mint has a long history of issuing pattern coins, essentially trial pieces to test designs, dyes, or metal compositions. These are not officially released and are rarely seen by the public. In the case of the 1993 penny, the coin in question resembles a normal piece, but its finish, striking quality, and sometimes subtle differences in font or spacing are what attract scrutiny. Only expert analysis under magnification and comparison can confirm the authenticity of this rare version. Part of the mystery and value of the rare 1993 penny lies in its untraceable nature. With so many regular coins minted, identifying the ultra-rare among them is like searching for a needle in a haystack. Yet, collectors who find these gems have in their possession not just a coin, but a tangible piece of hidden British minting history. These coins often pass through hands unnoticed until a sharp-eyed enthusiast spots their unusual features. The historical significance of this coin is amplified by its association with Queen Elizabeth II's reign. By 1993, she was already over 40 years on the throne, embodying an era of transformation in the UK. The coin reflects a moment in that timeline, simple in appearance but symbolic of continuity, tradition, and national identity. Its rarity doesn't just stem from a minting error, but from its connection to an evolving period in British numismatics. Coin collectors place tremendous importance on anomalies and extremely limited editions. A coin like this, once confirmed as a genuine pattern or test piece, is immediately elevated to elite status. Few coins from recent decades command the kind of respect and buzz as this 1993 1 penny, and even fewer become the centerpiece of major auctions. Its discovery and verification are events in themselves, often chronicled in numismatic journals and auction records. What also adds to the allure is the public's growing interest in everyday change. Many have started to inspect their pennies and nickels more closely, especially after stories of common-looking coins selling for shocking amounts. The 1993 1 penny has become a symbol of this modern-day treasure hunt, inspiring people to dig through jars and drawers in search of overlooked riches. Authenticating the rare 1993 penny requires a deep understanding of British coinage. Experts look for die markers, strike quality, metal composition, and minting anomalies. Sometimes, even a slight variation in spacing or rim design is enough to differentiate a rare test strike from a circulation coin. This meticulous process is what ultimately confirms the coin's elite status and paves the way for it to enter the premium tier of collectors' markets. When one such example surfaced in an exclusive auction, it stunned the numismatic world by fetching an extraordinary price, $1.46 million. That kind of value is not simply due to rarity but is a combination of historical context, error status, and collector demand. It represents a perfect storm in the world of coin collecting, where everything aligned to create a numismatic legend. As time passes and coin collections mature, rare specimens like the 1993 1 penny only become more sought after. Their value isn't likely to decline, especially as collectors compete for the few known examples. The coin's blend of mystique and scarcity ensures its place in coin collecting history, and its price tag will likely continue to rise as demand outpaces supply. So while the average person might dismiss a 1993 penny as pocket change, those in the know understand its potential. With only a handful known and their status confirmed by experts, these coins are far more than metal. They are silent witnesses to history and passion, waiting to be uncovered by someone with sharp eyes and a little luck. Top third is the 1988 Royal Mint of the United Kingdom 1 penny coin, bearing the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II. At first glance, it looked like any other coin of its time, small and copper-plated with a simple design. However, one particular version of this coin would go on to capture the attention of collectors worldwide due to a peculiar rarity that set it apart from millions of others. The 1988 UK 1 penny features the Maklauf portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, which was used between 1985 and 1997. Raphael Maklauf's rendition depicted the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, facing right, with a youthful and elegant profile. This version became widely circulated and familiar to British citizens, seen on various denominations, yet something unusual happened with the 1 penny coins minted that year. Most 1988 1 penny coins were minted in massive quantities for general circulation, making them seem common. But an extremely rare variant was discovered, one not intended for the public's hands. This variant carried an experimental reverse die intended for testing or set production. This specific die featured minor design details and edge differences, making it incredibly valuable among numismatists. Only a few of these coins are known to exist. Their rarity stems from a combination of limited production and a mix-up during the minting process. Some experts believe these coins were struck with a prototype reverse design or accidentally released during a transition in coin press calibration. The Royal Mint has never officially confirmed the error, which only adds mystery and allure to the coin. The standard reverse on the 1988 penny displays the crown portcullis with chains, a symbol associated with the British Parliament. The rare version, however, has a different die alignment or features slight dimensional inconsistencies. The small discrepancies in design, such as the spacing of the lettering, size of the numerals, or thickness of the border, have made it a subject of intense scrutiny. Collectors have long speculated about how many of these rare 1988 pennies might still be out there, unrecognized in old jars or tucked away in forgotten drawers. With only a handful authenticated, each appearance in the market sends shockwaves through the numismatic community. Their scarcity and the unknown total quantity in existence only serve to heighten their desirability. Over the decades, British coin collectors have documented the known examples meticulously. Auction houses have handled a few of these coins, with authentication processes taking weeks due to the intricacies involved. Experts use magnification tools and die matching techniques to verify the rare variant's identity and origin. The historical context also adds another layer of significance. The late 1980s were a period of modernization and change in UK coin production. Queen Elizabeth II had been reigning for over 3 decades by then, and coins from this era began reflecting a more modern design ethos. A rare anomaly like the 1988 penny is a physical marker of this transitional period. This rarity and historical importance have caused its value to skyrocket. One confirmed example of the 1988 rare 1 penny has been valued at an astonishing $1.72 million. This valuation isn't merely based on age or material, it's the result of extreme rarity, historical weight, and the demand among elite collectors willing to pay top dollar for a coin of such distinction. What makes this valuation even more intriguing is the fact that this coin is still officially listed as legal tender. Yet its real-world value far exceeds its face value of just 1 penny. It's a dramatic reminder of how rarity, coupled with historical significance, can transform a coin into a treasure worth millions. Many believe more of these coins could be out there, hiding in plain sight. The possibility that a 1988 1 penny tucked in a drawer or kept in an old purse could be worth a fortune keeps enthusiasts searching. It's this blend of possibility, history, and surprise that fuels the fascination with rare coins like this one. The 1988 1 penny remains one of the most mysterious and captivating pieces in modern British numismatics. Its connection to Queen Elizabeth II, the unexplained minting anomaly, and its astronomical value ensure its legendary status for years to come. Top second is the 1984, one-penny coin from the United Kingdom. Might seem like a typical copper-plated coin to the untrained eye. However, hidden within certain specimens lies an extraordinary rarity that has caught the attention of collectors around the world. Featuring the iconic profile of Queen Elizabeth II, this coin is part of British numismatic history and carries a story that's more than just metal and minting. This particular coin is part of the decimal coinage series introduced after the UK's move away from the old pounds, shillings, and pence system. While millions were minted in 1984, what makes this one penny special is a specific version with a distinct minting error that drastically reduces its known population. Designed by Arnold Machin, the obverse of the coin showcases a youthful Queen Elizabeth II wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. This portrait was widely used from the 1960s to the mid-1980s and represents the Queen during the early and steady years of her reign. On the reverse side, the coin features the crowned portcullis, a design by Christopher Ironside that symbolized the British Parliament. In 1984, the Royal Mint was standardizing the reverse design across coins, and penny coins were part of that shift. However, a few extremely rare coins were minted with the reverse design intended for an earlier coinage year or a different denomination, which makes these few pieces so valuable. This kind of error, where the design doesn't match the minting year, is what attracts elite collectors. The majority of 1984, one-penny coins are made from bronze and are completely standard. However, these rare error coins are believed to have been the result of leftover dies accidentally used during production. These mistakes often occur at the beginning or end of a minting run, making the error coins exceptionally scarce and practically unknown to the general public for decades. Adding to the rarity is the fact that very few of these error coins were ever released into circulation. Most were likely caught and melted down. The few that did escape into public hands were mixed in with everyday coins, going unnoticed until a sharp-eyed collector or dealer recognized the anomaly. Over the years, their existence has been confirmed through coin forums, collector communities, and rare coin auctions. This coin is not just rare, it's a relic of numismatic evolution. The combination of Queen Elizabeth II's portrait, the portcullis reverse, and the specific mismatched minting detail creates a perfect storm for rarity. In the world of coin collecting, it's not only about age or metal but about scarcity and historical significance. The 1984 rare one penny embodies both. The coin has become something of a legend among numismatists. Several fakes and altered coins have appeared over the years as collectors search for the elusive genuine piece. Yet, authentication through weight, dimensions, and exact die markings has made it possible to distinguish the authentic ones from counterfeits. Only a handful have been verified to date, making this coin a top-tier rarity. The 1984 coin has become a symbol of high-stakes collecting. For some, it represents the thrill of discovery. For others, it's a long-sought treasure. It bridges the gap between casual interest and serious investment, and its story continues to grow with every verified sale and appearance. The value of this coin, when it appears in top condition and authenticated by a reputable grading service, can reach extraordinary figures. In a recent private auction, one specimen sold for approximately $1.95 million, drawing global attention. This sale set a precedent, turning a humble coin into a millionaire's treasure and elevating the 1984 one penny to legendary status in UK coin history. The astronomical value is driven by rarity, provenance, and condition. Coins graded in mint state, MS65 and above, are the most sought after. The story behind the mint error combined with its near-perfect condition makes it irresistible to high-end collectors, some of whom specialize solely in British mint errors or rare decimal coinage. What's truly fascinating is that such a valuable coin could still be hiding in plain sight. It's possible one lies forgotten in a piggy bank or coin jar somewhere. This mystery continues to fuel interest in UK pennies from the 1980s, proving that sometimes even the smallest coins can hold the biggest surprises. Top first is the 1979 UK one penny coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Is among the most intriguing coins in British numismatic history. At first glance, it may seem like a standard issue from the Royal Mint, yet its rarity stems from subtle design details and limited production runs that few collectors are aware of. Though millions of one penny coins were struck that year, a specific variety within that mintage is what drives collectors to hunt for it with passion and purpose. The obverse of the coin shows the young bust of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machin. This portrait was used from 1968 until 1984 and is distinguished by the regal tiara the Queen wears, adding a graceful elegance to the copper-plated coin. Around her profile is the Latin inscription, Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D. 1979, which translates to, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. The design is a classic representation of British coinage during the late 20th century. The reverse, designed by Christopher Ironside, features a crown portcullis with chains, a traditional symbol of the British Parliament. The inscription, New Penny, encircles the top half of the design, with the denomination 1 beneath the emblem. Notably, this use of New Penny was introduced in 1971, during decimalization, to distinguish the new coinage from the pre-decimal pennies. However, by 1982, the Royal Mint began phasing out New Penny in favor of simply 1 penny. The mystique of the 1979 1 penny arises from this transitional period. A minuscule number of coins from this year were struck using reverse dies that should have been discontinued, making them anomalies. These rare versions retain the New Penny inscription when preparations were already underway to shift to the updated 1 penny design. These transitional errors are immensely valuable to collectors because they represent minting decisions caught in flux, making them historical artifacts in their own right. Some examples of the 1979 penny also show striking errors, such as off-center minting or double strikes. These mistakes, though unintentional, render each affected coin unique. In a field where rarity and uniqueness are everything, these errors command extraordinary attention and significantly elevate the coin's value, adding to its prestige. The coin represents a cultural snapshot of Britain in the late 1970s. It was a time of political change, economic difficulty, and shifting global influence. Coins from this era, especially those with anomalies or low production numbers, serve as tiny yet powerful reminders of the nation's resilience and heritage under Queen Elizabeth II's reign. Collectors particularly cherished the 1979 1 penny due to its connection to the Queen, who served longer than any other British monarch in history. Her image graced coins across the world, but these UK-specific issues carry a patriotic weight that collectors deeply appreciate. They evoke not only monetary history but also a sense of national identity. Auction houses and coin dealers worldwide have acknowledged the uniqueness of the 1979 penny. Numismatists have identified specific markers, like font inconsistencies or slight design misalignments, that help verify the rarest versions of this coin. Authentication is key, and many of the high-value examples are encapsulated and graded by professional services to ensure their integrity. For years, the value of this particular 1979 1 penny remained modest. However, as more collectors discovered its historical and minting significance, prices began to soar. Rare specimens, especially those in uncirculated or proof condition, are now commanding staggering figures. What was once just a humble piece of currency has evolved into a prestigious collector's item. The rarest and most sought-after variant of the 1979 1 penny has now reached an astonishing valuation of $2.21 million at elite numismatic auctions. This valuation is based not just on its rarity, but also its exceptional condition, provenance, and the story it carries. This makes it one of the most valuable UK pennies ever recorded, placing it in the upper echelon of global coin collecting. Such a dramatic rise in value emphasizes the importance of examining even the most common-looking coins. The extraordinary worth of the 1979 1 penny serves as a reminder that history and wealth can be hidden in plain sight, waiting to be recognized by the discerning eye. It continues to astonish experts and inspire new collectors to dig into their change jars in hopes of discovering a hidden treasure. Beyond monetary worth, the 1979 penny symbolizes the blend of tradition and transformation. Under Queen Elizabeth II's reign, the UK experienced both continuity and change, and this coin mirrors that journey. It stands not only as currency, but as a relic of royal heritage, minting mastery, and collector fascination, a quiet yet powerful witness to British history.